Hiya homebrewers and brewtubers! I know it's been a couple of weeks, or actually more than a couple of weeks since I don't post any videos, but the holiday season was crazy and left me with no time to post videos or actually brew. Also, there are some game-changing news, but I'll share those with you next week, which means that yes, next week I'll be posting a new video. Now, as of today, here's some new stuff that I got for Christmas. A digital thermometer, and also this beautiful piece of art and engineering, a refractometer. And also there's a camera. Even if you're not seeing it, you might have noticed some improvement in the now panoramic sight that you have, and the improvement of the audio, which is not from the camera, but actually from this microphone, which I normally use to record music. And I'm using it because I'm not fully satisfied with the built-in microphone that the camera has. And that leads me to another news. I recorded the video of me brewing the announced beer in the title of the video, which is a Mosaic American Pale Ale. But then when it was edition time, I wasn't satisfied with the audio quality. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the video of me brewing the Mosaic American Pale Ale, and I'll walk you through the recipe and what I did in that day, which was more or less 10 days ago. So now fermentation is almost over, primary fermentation, but we'll get into those details in a while. Now, two quick things before starting the brew movie. The first one is related to the hops, the hop variety Mosaic in this case. I was researching in the internet and I read this brief description published by rebelbrewer.com, and it says, Mosaic is the firstborn child of Simcoe. Some have described it as Citra on steroids, but it's much more than that. Rich in mango, lemon, citrus, earthy pine, tropical fruit, herbal, and stone fruit notes. So as soon as I read it, I just said, okay, I want that in my beer. The second comment is related to the recipe. At first, I wanted to brew a Mosaic Smash, but then I read a post published by Rob Rees-Jones, some kids in the background, and he brewed an American Pale Ale using exclusively Mosaic. And it looked so good that I just said, okay, I changed my mind. I asked him for the recipe. He gently sent it to me, and I just twisted a little bit. But essentially, it's his recipe, so I'm only hoping that mine is just as good as his. So with that being said, and without further ado, let's get brewing! Alright, so here we go. First off, 5 liters of water, 280 grams of lager malt, but I used half Pilsner and half Vienna, 625 grams of pale malt. Now the hops, 5 grams of Mosaic at 60 minutes, 7.5 grams at 10 minutes, 12.5 grams at flame out in a hop stand of 20 minutes. And also there is 20 grams for dry hopping. Here is our start. This is an M36 Mangrove Jacks I harvested from the Golden Ale, and a quarter of a tablet of Proud of Luck. So let's get to it. Now I'm testing my digital thermometer with the regular one, and as you can see, it's pretty accurate. So I'm raising the temperature to 45 degrees. Now it's 46, it's acceptable. And I'm leaving there the grains for 10 minutes for the acid rest. This is gonna be a step mash. Alright, it's done. It's looking very, very good, as you can see there. The color, the color is not a starch conversion color yet, because actually it hasn't happened. Now I'll raise the temperature to 55, as you can see there, and I'll leave it there for another 10 minutes, and that is the protein rest. Alright, 10 minutes have passed, and now I raised the temperature to 65, as you can see there. And I left it there for 55 minutes for the starch conversion, which is the relevant part. Here it is, it's done. Time to raise it to 77, as you can see there, for only 5 minutes. This will improve the body and head retention of the beer. So now, well, the sparge with the good old kettle. Not gonna spend too much time. First, hop addition at 60 minutes. Of course, this is the 5 grams of Mosaic. Second hop addition, 10 minutes before the end of the boil, along with the quarter of a tablet of Proud of Luck. Make sure everything goes in there. Alright. Now I cooled it down to 80 degrees for this hop addition. This is the hop stand, and I'm making a whirlpool for 20 minutes. After which, look what I've got. It's beautiful and very foamy. So it's I think the step mash worked, but let's see. And now it's time to pitch or pour the yeast. Here we go. There it is. And give it a good shake to get a lot of oxygen in there for the yeast to work properly. And that's it. Rock! And you might be wondering or willing to see the refractometer in action, which is why I took this picture of the original gravity. As you can see, it's 1052. It's a little higher than Rob's recipe, but I'm hoping that it's gonna come out good. Before ending this video, I wanted to give a big shout out to a new Facebook group called BrewTube. It's a Facebook group created to group all the BrewTubers and the BrewTube community. Even if, and I hope I'm not wrong, it's not limited or restricted to BrewTubers. So if you want to meet and know and get to know a lot of BrewTubers, that's the best place. There's a lot of people I knew, but there's a lot of people I don't know, and little by little I'm getting to know them all. So if you're willing to share your YouTube videos, or if you're interested in learning more about homebrew, that is the group you must belong to. So this is it for this week. As I always say, if you like what you see, like, and don't forget to subscribe. And as usual, thanks for watching. Cheers and beers! Actually, this is not beer, this is coffee, because it's too early in the morning, but you get what I'm saying. Cheers!